Oh, wait, I gotta put shoes on.
What? No, just leave them off.
No, dude, they can't get this stuff for free, man.
All right, well, Karl's putting on some fucking shoes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 101st episode of the podcast. We have a potential guest. We will see if they make an appearance. I don't know. I can't say for sure.
We have his microphone ready right here.
If they do come.
If they do bust.
Should I make it impossible for them to do a good job?
Sure.
Remember the other day when we said, or the
no,
other episode?
Don't do that.
The other episode, we said that this person was verbatim the best storyteller that Karl and I know. So
we did say that.
If he shows up today, he's gonna bring some fucking absolute heaters.
Anyway,
how's your day, Karl?
It was good. I slept for about an hour last night.
You went to bed late?
No, I went to bed at midnight, but I couldn't fall asleep on sharing Colin's couch with Jake Moskoff.
I thought about that. You guys having to share the couch. We had a little outing. I also have been waking up early, which I'm not used to. I've just fully settled into being like a night person.
I mean, you work in a restaurant. It's not possible to maintain a morning schedule when you're coming home from work 4 days a week at 2 a.m.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
But like, especially when we first moved out here, I think there's always like a push for me to be like, I want to wake up early. Because it does feel good. It feels good to wake up early. You're like, yeah, I'm getting after it, right? Your days feel super long.
Yeah.
But I'm just a cunt in the morning. So
I know.
Yeah, I know you know. I know you know. I'm just like a complete cunt.
It's well documented.
But the one argument for waking up early is that like get the cunt like hour or so out of the way early, and then I'm good to go.
Yeah.
But I always had this push, like I want to get up early. I want to be, like a productive member of society. So I just almost burped. I thought that would be funny. Like a productive member of society, waking up early, doing whatever. But I've always been a night person. Ever since I was a kid. I always had a pull towards the evening, staying up till 1 or 2 by myself, eating fucking cold pizza.
The only time there was
the
1 year of my life that I was naturally a night person, and it was the year that you and I shared a bedroom. I used to stay up so late
because we shared a
bedroom.
bedroom.
Wellington, yeah, we used to go to bed at like 2 a.m. every night for a period of time.
We did?
I don't think I went to bed before midnight at all that year. Like,
dude, I never go to bed before midnight.
Even if that's crazy.
I can count. Dude, I can count on 2 hands the amount of times I've gone to bed before midnight.
Dude, I go to bed
in like my adult life.
I'll go to bed. Sometimes I get in bed at 9 o'clock, dude.
That's crazy.
9 or 10 o'clock at night.
That's fucking stupid.
Why?
I just can't. My body will not do it.
So why is it stupid?
No, not. Well, it's fucking dumb, but it's not. It's just like
I could be well rested.
I'm aware that I need to be well rested, but you can still go to bed at midnight and wake up at fucking 8 and be well rested.
Not me.
Huh? You're getting 8 hours of sleep.
No, I wake up for work. That's all.
But I've been waking up early because now my schedule is.
What time do you go to bed?
Midnight.
So you wake up at like 6 a.m.
I'm waking up at 6:30.
Are you tired?
This is how my body works, and it's exacerbated. That's the right word?
Yes.
Exacerbated by working in the fucking restaurant. I'm around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, maybe even 3 o'clock. I'm like, I'm so tired.
Yeah.
That 2 o'clock feeling. Shout out 5-hour energy, right? 2:30 feeling, excuse me. And then by the time like 9 or 10 rolls around, I just get like a burst of energy.
Yeah.
I'm just like...
I crash all the time. Like, yeah. I mean, it's
2:30
right now. And I like...
Man, what a fucking slogan.
Yeah.
The most relatable thing on the planet.
Yeah, it really is.
Truly cutting edge
I've never had a
marketing.
5-hour energy, though.
You haven't?
Never.
It doesn't do that much. It's like drinking a cup and a half of coffee.
Really?
It's just like one shooter.
Interesting.
I think the idea of it is that
I started drinking Red Bull again recently.
What flav?
Just original, but I do sugar-free. Diet Red Bull.
I like the blueberry.
You like the blue ones?
The blueberry is... No, not the light blue ones. The dark purple ones. Excuse me. The purple ones.
Interesting. Like
the blueberry, blueberry flavor, whatever color blueberry is.
They have like the red cans and the blue cans and the white cans. And you like
No, not in that. There's like those 3.
Yeah. And
then there's like one that came out before all of those.
Oh, I have no idea.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. How we doing, Trevor? Dude, Trevor's got a hilarious story about Red Bull. He's gonna tell it later. It's fucking awesome. Get ready. It's crazy.
Ooh, I saw something recently. That's all I got. No, it was this guy. He said that he was trying to get his roommate evicted because he was like a fucking piece of shit drug addict, whatever. Mm-hmm. And he lived in the attic of the house that he was living in. And I think I might have sent this to you. He turned himself into a brewery by boofing a bunch of yeast and then
what?
Eating. Essentially, this guy.
Wait. The guy like trying to get the roommate did this, or the guy trying to get the roommate?
The roommate did this. He shoved a bunch of yeast up his ass and then
to make his body.
Then would eat like wheat and things like that, and it ferments inside of him, and he said he's fucking drunk all the time and his head hurts, and
that can't be
he shit himself
real.
Twice.
That cannot be fucking real.
Dude, I don't know, but I thought it was the funniest fucking thing in the world. The idea of like yeast growing up your ass and then making you drunk all the time.
Was that the goal of it? Or he was just like, let's try to see if I can make beer. And shit it out my ass.
No, it sounded from the description that this guy was like similar to our former roommate at Willington that used to experiment in his room and just.
We never went as far as boofing yeast to fucking make.
Yeah, but like, he was just like, I think I'm gonna just take a bunch of acid and see what happens over this weekend. Don't come in my room. Bye.
Yeah, he was fucking wild. I won't mention his name.
David and I used to share a bedroom about the size of this fucking living room, even smaller.
Dude, it was sick though. It was awesome.
David had my sister's childhood twin bed, and I had also a twin bed. I never unpacked. There was a box next to my bed that stayed there the entire time we lived in the house. I never unpacked it.
We only lived there for like 9 months, really.
Yeah,
because like it was during college.
Yeah, felt like such a long time. That's like a whole era of my life is when we lived in that house.
It wasn't even a fucking year.
There was it was technically a 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom house.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, it was a big fucking house.
5-bedroom, 2-bathroom. David and I lived on the 3rd floor, and we shared a bedroom up there. There was one other bedroom.
Also, like, I don't want anybody who doesn't live in Philly to think this is like a fucking mansion. Let me really paint the picture. It's like a row home kind of, John. So it's like
that's exactly what it is.
It's skinny. Oh, is that? It's technically it is.
100%.
Oh, okay. So it's a skinny home that goes really tall and really far back. It's not very wide. So like square footage wise, I mean, it was still really big. But it's very, very tall. Like you think any house with a 3rd floor is like a crazy house.
Each floor went less and less, was more and more shallow.
Correct.
So like the top floor where David and I lived, it was just our bedroom and then our roommate's bedroom.
It was also in North Philadelphia, and Karl and I paid $350 for this each for our rent.
Yeah.
$350.
And then you went deeper into North Philly the following year, and you paid even less, and you
no,
had your own bedroom.
I paid $350 for my own bedroom, and we had an extra bedroom.
That's crazy.
That place was unbelievably cheap.
That's crazy. Anyway.
Our roommate did get robbed at gunpoint on the way home.
Yeah.
And people did get shot outside of the house. But
yeah.
I was saving on rent.
A bunch of people got shot in South Philly this past week.
I don't want to
It's really scary.
I saw that fucking video.
Yeah, it's
I don't
really
want to talk
scary.
about it.
Anywho, so the point I'm trying to make, this is the biggest part of this house that I remember and that feels the funniest to me, is that David and I lived on the 3rd floor. The 2nd floor had 3 bedrooms, and that's where the main bathroom was. The other bathroom was attached to the laundry room, which was all the way downstairs, in through the living room, the dining room, the kitchen, to the mud room. And the bathroom was behind the kitchen and obviously used to be some sort of closet or pantry or something that they just put a fucking prison shower and small sink vanity in and toilet. And it looks like a bathroom that a janitor would have in a fucking school.
Yeah. And
like
it was literally the absolute furthest place from our room.
Yeah.
Like,
and nobody on the 3rd floor or on the 2nd floor was like, yeah, we're going to use that bathroom instead of the one right outside of our bedroom. And our other roommate, also on the 3rd floor with us, felt the same way. So David and I were the only two that committed to using that bathroom all year. So we would walk naked all the way from the 3rd floor through the entire house.
It's like kind of a trek.
It was, dude.
Kind of a
Especially
trek.
in the winter when you're cold, you get out of the shower and you're like,
It was awesome.
We also didn't pay utilities, so we would have the heat.
Oh my god, it was so awesome. We had a window unit. And Karl and I would leave in the summer, and we would blast the window unit when we left because we didn't pay for utilities. And we would shut the door, and then we would come home at the end of the day in our room. It was really fucking small. It'd be fucking freezing.
It would be so cold. We'd sleep in hoodies in the middle of the summer.
It was
like,
awesome.
It's too cold in here. Don't turn that down, though.
And then
we don't pay for that.
Like the heat, our room would get dumb hot in the summer, in the winter.
With
when
the
we
heat on.
when we have the heat on. And the rest of the house would be like a normal temperature, and ours would be fucking ridiculously hot. So we also ran the AC in the winter.
Yeah, because it would be like 90 degrees, and then you'd be like, damn, we got to cool down. I would remember it'd be 10 degrees in February, and then there was a window right here, and I would just open the window and let the 10-degree air blow on the top of my head because it was that fucking hot in our room.
Oh,
Instead
man.
of turning the heat down, we're off.
Yeah, that place was sick. So that was the latest you were staying up when we lived there, huh?
Yeah. I mean, there's been times in college, like every kid has, when you like stay up late because you're working on like a fuck ton of school shit. But like,
I never did that really. I mean, I did it.
You never had like a really intense like last 2 weeks of your semester where you had to like cram a bunch of shit?
No, I'm like really smart, so I used to get all my stuff done really fast.
Well,
I just never. No, I'm kidding. I never really had I don't know, not many late nights. Like a late night till like 10 or like 11.
Fucking class that I had, including the music, like the audio engineering and production stuff, they would all do these giant projects the last couple of weeks. It was always these big projects, and I would have to stay up so late finishing them because it's like I would have to go to like the computer labs or the studios. And yeah, I mean, kids in art school talk about it all the time. I'm sure Justine talks about it, like just like staying up until 3 or 4 in the morning at the studio finishing her shit. Like,
yeah, I mean, I never really had that experience. Dude, my major was a fucking joke, which it's also...
Speaking of, you know what's a major at Temple University? Glass blowing. I think about that all the time.
It's really cool.
Sure, but college tuition cool for 4 years? Glass blowing? You can't find a fucking mentor anywhere else?
I'll tell you what glass blowing is pretty fucking sick. And you're probably really good at it when you leave. Apparently it was one of the hardest programs to get in was glass blowing. You'd be really fucking good. And guess what? Glass blowing is not going anywhere. You know what's gone? My major, copywriting. fucking yeeted off the face of the earth since fucking ChatGPT 2 was out. Gone. Literally my fucking career is useless. My degree is useless. I don't have a diploma, but like.
Oh yeah, that's right. How much money do you owe Temple? Like $400?
No, I paid him. I owed him like $2,000 at the end. They're like, we're holding your diploma until you pay us. And then so I took a long time. Then I paid him $2,000, and by that time, they're like, okay, and everyone had already graduated, and I just never bothered to like get my diploma. I don't even know if I technically graduated. I took screenshots of all my.
You did. You definitely graduated.
No, I graduated. I didn't get a diploma. Like I don't know. Yeah, I don't have that.
Nobody has a diploma. It's not real.
Do you have a diploma? What'd you major in?
He's a fucking brain scientist.
You majored in neuroscience?
Get over here. Come on. Now you can't just fucking talk to us without a microphone.
Yeah, come on in.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
Welcome, Trevor.
Hang on, let's do this. So you majored in neuroscience?
That's right.
Yeah. That's right. That's right, David.
That's
I did.
right, David. I did.
That's kind of wild.
It sounds a lot harder than it actually was. It
Was
really
it?
isn't that bad. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's the best part, though, is like people think you're smart when you say that.
You are smart.
You're
No,
pretty
it's
smart,
really
dude.
not that hard. It's like psychology on steroids. A little bit, barely.
David can't
Interesting.
spell. So
I can spell. Damn. Okay. Did you ever try if you don't feel like divulging this on a public forum, you don't have to, but like you don't work in neuroscience or whatever the fuck. Like, do you ever wanted to go into that, or you just did it and thought it was interesting, and you're like, all right, I'm fucking fuck this.
I definitely thought about it, and I still do think about it sometimes, but like I'm getting a little too far from the shoreline, I think now.
I
Like,
agree. That's
it's
how I
like-
feel too.
It's been too long. And like, I don't know, you can only go so many routes with that. I gotta
Just
get
make-
up here.
You
Okay.
don't have to. I'm just saying, like,
right
don't
up
turn your head like and talk to us like that. Like, bring your mic with you.
Okay, I'm coming around.
Yeah, coming around town.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I mean, what kind of job? I mean, obviously, what kind of jobs besides like a professor can you get?
Yeah.
It's a fucking neuroscience.
No, you could like work for pharmaceutical companies.
You could be the
which is
leader
really
of the
fun.
X-Men.
You could probably do that. Yeah. I've thought about that.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Like our friend Sam, he he also did neuroscience, but he's like working in a hospital. Like you can go the medical route. So.
Right.
Mm.
Research.
Research.
Lots of research. You can get your PhD,
Right, and then do
which is
more
just you
research.
spending more money. So I don't really know how that makes you money. But if you're just perpetually always in school, you never really have to start paying your loans. So
That's right. We know.
I know someone who does
Yeah,
that.
yeah. We know some people who do that.
Congratulations, dude.
Congrats on the scholarship. He's back.
Yeah. So, Trevor, you can tell the people what you do for a living.
Oh, I'm just bartending right now.
But-
I'm visiting LA every week.
Trevor
yes.
doesn't
Trevor
live
is here. I see Trevor more than some of my friends in LA.
It's kind of
Yeah.
insane.
And he lives in Philadelphia still.
Yeah. In fact, I think when I saw Lena, your sister, in Doylestown, she was like, "Oh, well, I'll see you back in LA, like when you go back."
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
"I don't live there."
Yeah.
She's like, "What? Like you're there all the time?"
Yeah.
You are here
I
all the
think you
time.
literally
It's
visit-
awesome.
Every 6 months.
That's the
Yeah.
average.
Actually, it might even be more than that.
It might be more than that.
Yeah.
But-
Is it going to happen?
I don't know. We got to see.
He's moving.
We've been telling Trevor that he needs to move here since the first time you came out, which was New Year's like 3 years ago.
I
Trevor,
think so. Yeah.
a lot of you probably like, who the fuck is this guy?
Nobody says that. They already know.
Trevor is a longtime friend of ours. We grew up. We went to high school together. Trevor's also a musician. Philly scene, basement shows, that whole thing. Yeah, so we've been trying to get him to come out and join us here. And sorry to put you on the spot and say that you're the best storyteller ever. You don't have to tell any stories today.
I won't tell any stories.
Trevor is a sick musician though. And I would say has a lot of creative integrity and good takes on things.
What's your
I respect the fuck out of Trevor's opinion is what I'm saying.
What's
Thanks,
your
bro.
hottest take on. It could be music. You can also do movies or any sort of like media or whatever. Do you have like a hot take that you're like, yeah, I know that one.
I definitely got some hot takes. I don't know. Let's get more specific.
Let's go.
Let's go specific.
Let's go music. Hottest music take.
Hottest music take. I don't even know. Like, I don't know. Hottest music take.
Who's someone that you let's I'll make it easy.
Make
Who do you
somebody
find-
upset, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
who
not
do you
trying
find-
to rustle any feathers. here.
That's
No,
it's
that's
fun.
what we're trying to make you
Who
do.
is the most overrated popular artist, either right now or within the past like 10 years?
Okay. All right. You guys have any? I need a branch here.
I'm scared to say it.
What? We fucking
Have we said it before?
what? Drake? We hate Drake.
All right.
No, not
Here's
Drake.
a hot take. Drake, not the most overrated. Definitely not the most overrated.
I don't think
No,
that's.
he's not the most overrated.
No.
He's like one of the most influential pop artists.
I don't give a fuck about that.
I don't think it's good influence, but I'm telling you, like,
Well, you can't deny.
you can't
deny
deny.
it.
I'm just saying, when I worked
Can't deny.
I worked at a concert venue in Philly, still do. Different
Yeah.
one. The first, like, they have like pop nights, they have like emo nights. The first night I think that ever really popped off was Drake night. And that was an anomaly.
God,
to
sounds
me.
like
It
my
was
fucking hell.
It is. It was hell. It certainly was. But like,
Imagine the guys that go to a Drake night.
I don't have to
Holy
imagine.
shit.
I don't have to imagine, dude. I feel like I know a couple who. Yeah, I can imagine it. I can imagine it. Not quite finance bro. Well, yeah, finance bro.
Yeah.
Jacket style.
Yeah.
But not puff vests. Slick Patagonias.
Not a lot of Patagonias in that building.
I would say I would say like yeah, maybe in the daytime, but that's not what they're wearing to the Drake.
Not a lot of
the Drake
Patagonia?
night.
Drake Day, yeah.
The
It's
Drake
Not a
night.
lot of
It's Drake
Patagonia
Day.
at the Drake concert.
That's not nighttime
No,
attire for
no,
those
no.
guys.
Oh, it's not?
That is their attire. I think you're hitting the nail on the head, but you're hitting the nail on the head for lunchtime.
Lunchtime. Yeah, it's Drake night. It's not Drake Day.
Okay, what were they wearing? What were
It's
they
not-
wearing?
It's not Drake Day at the brewery.
Yeah. Let me also go on a limb here and say I don't think a lot of the people that attend Drake night actually go to Drake concerts.
Mm.
That's maybe the biggest.
Do you
difference.
think who's worse, people who go to Drake night or concerts?
I don't know, man. It might be Drake night. It might be
Drake night is worse.
They're
I
both
would think
bad
that-
in different ways.
I think that's probably true.
I don't know. I mean, yeah. It's people who want to go and listen to Drake without paying the premium to see Drake, and they're kind of just there to hang out. I don't know.
Pick up
it's-
chicks.
Pick up chicks. Yeah, it's a lot of masculine energy in that building.
Cool. Masculine energy for Drake's music is just funny to me. I find Drake's music incredibly feminine.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. Not defending Drake. I'm not here to defend.
Sounds
Drake.
like Drake's your favorite artist.
Sounds like
my-
you thought that Kendrick
Sounds like you
lost.
love
I
Drake.
think Kendrick lost.
So, dude.
I mean, that's dude. That one, I plenty of people have covered it way better than we could. But Drake truly got like fucking annihilated.
Yeah, he got steamrolled.
Yeah.
Like
It was awesome.
literally.
It was
like,
awesome.
They not like us
Do you
plays
remember-
on the
do you
radio
remember the day that-
all the time?
Do you remember when Euphoria came out? Though it was before Not Like Us even came out, and
Yeah.
I came into Justine's office. Was like, "Yo, do you guys hear the
It's like,
Kendrick?
you gotta
diss?
listen to this.
It's
And I mean-
fucking crazy."
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
And it just got crazier and crazier. It just went insane.
Here's a man. Maybe I'll. This is a hot take,
Yeah.
and it's not my take, but I agreed with it when someone said it. And I'm not gonna say this is my opinion. It's not my official stance. But when someone said it, it made a lot of sense to me. They said, "They Not Like Us" isn't that great of a song. And
It's not for me to say. It's not for me to say.
Why?
I know. I think it's pretty good.
I think it's a pretty good song. The thing that makes it really good is the fact that it's a diss track about Drake. If you take that context out, I personally would not call it top tier Kendrick.
It's definitely not a top tier Kendrick.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think anybody's arguing that it's his best song.
Yeah,
But I think it is
It
like-
might be one of his most played songs at this point.
It's
Definitely.
absolutely his most played song. There's not a
total
yeah.
I mean,
For
think
sure.
about.
I bet it's number one. Actually, maybe.
I
Well,
would-
I know it's gonna be number 1 on Spotify.
I feel like it's got the most
Let's
streams
find
of
out.
any song.
Out of any, I don't know. Man.
I think it's his most streamed song already.
No, it's
without
infectious. I think it is.
No, it's
It's like
that's so many fucking streams.
what has it got? Like 1.7 billion.
1.5 billion streams.
That's a pretty
my
good fucking
God.
yeah,
guess.
that's a good guess, Carl.
I mean,
Like what's Humble at?
dude, 2 billion.
Oh, okay. So it's not the most, but that's crazy.
That's crazy. I mean,
Not like us is 10% as old.
right.
as
And to
Humble.
think he probably made like
Yeah.
$3,000. No, I'm just-
$3,000.
Right? Imagine
Yeah,
having
dude.
$3,000.
He made like $3,000 on that
all
song,
that,
and
yeah.
Daniel X investing $600 million to AI military stuff.
Yeah, I heard about that. Dude, he's got so many. Almost all of his top songs have literally billions of streams. Let's see
Yeah.
who's number 1 on Spotify. We've done this before.
We have. You want to take a guess? Who do you think
Who's
number
got the-
one
oh,
is
I know,
right
I know.
now?
on Spotify?
Ed Sheeran. No,
Still?
no. Drake. Wait, no, definitely
No,
not
it's
Drake.
not Drake.
Definitely not Drake.
Drake is probably like 13.
Coldplay.
Coldplay?
Really? You
No,
think
no,
it's
it's
gonna?
not Coldplay. Hold on.
The only guess you've had that's good is Ed Sheeran as of right now.
Let me think. No, I've done this before. Oh, I know who it is. It's The Weeknd.
It could be.
Check The Weeknd.
How do no.
Maybe it
It's
was. Oh, maybe I'm out of touch.
you could
No,
be out
the
of touch.
weekend. The weekend's a good guess.
How do I see where they stand?
It says.
Oh, there she is. Taylor Swift. Google said Taylor Swift. She's number
Not
8.
true.
She's number 8. Let's go The Weeknd. The Weeknd. I have a theory about this. Oh my god, dude.
What's he at?
Just 111 million monthly listeners.
Wow, that's crazy. Is that number one?
Number 2. And now, the ultimate.
Bruno Mars.
Nah.
That's a good guess.
Have
It
at
is a really good guess, but I don't.
Oh! We're no longer living in Ed Sheeran simulation. He's number 4.
Whoa.
You guys know that theory?
No, what's that?
The theory
Like
is that
Ed Sheeran is not cool or amazing enough to be as famous as he is.
The theory is that if we're living in a simulation, Ed Sheeran, it has to be his simulation.
Yeah.
Because he's living this dream, and
It doesn't make
he's-
sense.
He look at Ed Sheeran, and you're like, that's just like a dude.
Yeah.
He looks
It
just like
is
a
his
guy.
world. It is.
And it's
Ed's
he's
world.
living
We
this
are
fucking
living in
rockstar
Ed
dream.
Sheeran's
Okay,
world.
so it's not.
And he also can collaborate with any artist he wants. Like he'll put out an album and it's got Diplo, Justin Bieber, and Migos on it, and it's a fucking Ed Sheeran album. It's like, what the fuck? Who is this guy?
How do I see? Can you just show me who's number 1?
You need the leaderboards.
We gotta
I think
guess.
just gotta keep guessing.
Yeah, there's no
For the
leaderboards.
sport.
What the hell?
Who's more popular than The Weeknd that the three of us can't
Did
fucking
you guess?
think of
Did you
right
check
now?
Bruno Mars? What's he?
I'm gonna check Bruno Mars. I don't think though. 'Cause
Bruno
No,
Mars
no,
is
let me-
gonna be 12. No, 23.
I got it. I hit the bingo card.
Bruno Mars number 1 on
Really?
Spotify. Number 1. You know why?
What is he doing?
Wait a
right
minute.
now?
You know why?
Why?
I think his monthly listeners count to all with also, yeah, all the Silk Sonic stuff goes through Bruno Mars. I think he probably has more joint tracks than The Weeknd with other artists. Also, 24 Karat Magic fucking slaps, bro.
Did you guys
Also,
hear-
you know
did
why?
you guys
It's
hear,
wedding season. It's
It's
wedding season. Just the Way You Are is playing on fucking repeat in the park all day.
Cheers to that one.
I just found out that one of my buddies at Mad Lab wrote that song.
Just
saw
the
him-
Way You Are.
You
Yeah.
saw him yesterday.
Yeah, he wrote that song.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wrote that song.
Cool.
Now he sold his royalties, and now
I
he
was
just
gonna say,
fucking
he's
hangs.
sitting
He
fucking
just
pretty.
hangs out and fucking makes cool art and does his thing. He's a fucking sick dude. He came here when he was 20 years old and built his own studio on Sunset, 20 years ago or so. And Bruno Mars just walked into his studio one day, and that's
Nice.
how they.
I'm waiting on the day for Bruno to come to my studio. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm
me
saying.
too.
Got
Would you
the
ever-
door wide open. I'm gonna keep
Well,
that door
you
open.
gotta.
Would you ever
be
be a
open.
songwriter for people?
You got to be
Yeah,
open to thinking that some random nobody is going to be the next Bruno Mars. Because that's what happened. he didn't have any music out.
That's true.
He just came in and they
Came in with a little ukulele and
door
was
open.
like, "Yo, like watch me rip it."
Yeah,
essentially, yeah.
No, I honestly think writing songs for other people is like a freeing thing to do.
I think that would probably be true.
It's a good way to detach yourself from
It's
music.
definitely I feel like it's easier to write for other people.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
because you're not, you know,
Yeah,
your ego in the idea of your performance of it isn't going to be there.
I feel like it would be so hard to write lyrics for other people.
well, that's why I feel like you kind of got to keep them.
I don't know, but you guys have heard the music that I'm writing right now. It's very specific to my point of view.
Well, you're
For
not,
sure.
but you wouldn't write. That's what you're
But
writing
that's
for
what
you.
I know, but I don't like. I couldn't. Maybe I could. I don't know.
I think the way it goes. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but like I think if you have like a pop singer, they're going to be writing the majority of the lyrics, and then other people just kind of help them
Yeah.
find the right phonetics, the right word choice, and
Yeah, I
stuff
think
like
you can
that.
just phonetic it the whole when you do the demo recording, and then they can just fill it in.
Yeah.
Like, but for your example, Karl, like I couldn't write a song for you. Like I don't know. I could help you with production and stuff, but I don't think I could like sit down and write like from Karl's brain. You know
Yeah.
what I
No,
mean?
nobody
Like,
can.
I would never get there. But that's
what
great
art-
thing
that-
about
That's what good art is. Art is something that can never be truly replicated because it's just like 100% your vision. That's what we were talking about the other day. It's like in my writing process, I like it to be just following curiosity and like not being like, I want to make this style of song and just kind of allowing everything to kind of come through because then you just get your emotions filtered through your what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's just a pure expression. If you can translate pure expression into a recorded form or on paper or in any way that is tangible to the world, that is true pure art. And that's impossible to like do for somebody perfectly.
I agree.
Yeah.
I also
We
agree,
still
dude.
haven't gotten a really good take out of you. Like
I know,
we're
I
not
know. We
really
gotta get-
into-
we gotta get
Drake
to the-
is not that good. That's
No,
your
no, no.
take?
No, you're right. We got to get to the meat and potatoes.
No, you said
All right, I'm
Drake
just
was
gonna-
underrated.
I didn't say he's
You
underrated.
said you wanted
I
an
just-
olive.
Not that.
No, he's not underrated. He's just not as bad as maybe other people. I don't think he's the worst. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He certainly had an impact on pop music more so than most people.
Sure.
Sure.
Whether
Yeah,
it was good or not.
Let's get deeper.
You
gotta get deeper.
the reason we got onto this whole topic was because you asked us for a olive branch.
Right.
Let's get something that's a little further from home. How
All right.
about a movie hot take? I feel like you'd be more willing to give up movie hot take.
All right. I got some stupid movie hot takes.
All right.
Yeah, let's
hear
go.
it.
I mean, all right. You can't find me watching any. This is the Martin Scorsese take, but I will not be sitting and watching any Marvel movies. I'm sorry. When I was 5 years old, I didn't
Let's go
find them that
deeper.
good.
Let's go deeper. Not
But let me
hot enough.
continue. Let me continue. I went to go see that movie, Civil War, the Marvel Civil War.
Yeah.
The one Captain America. It was like hailed as like one of the best superhero movies ever.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
like one of the only movies I've seen. I guess I don't have the context and everything that makes it great.
Yeah.
But that was like genuinely one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Like it felt so
Not
pointless.
at all what I thought you were gonna
Yeah,
say.
that was one of the worst movies I ever sat through. And I thought if that's the cream of the crop, like it can.
That is the cream of the
That's
crop.
the best- that's the
like
best
the best
one.
one.
Have you seen it?
I've seen all the Marvel movies.
Well,
I like.
no up to
Up-
Endgame.
Yeah, I
and
stopped
around
after
there.
that.
And-
I also realized I think I'm just getting a lot older, and they also kind of just like hit a reset button, and they're like, "Let's get the next generation of kids hooked." And now they're like, "If you thought that the Civil War was bad, I want you to go see Ant-Man 3." It's
Okay,
like,
yeah.
no, Trevor, it is truly insane. It's if you go, "Oh, this is a movie for children by children,"
Right.
I would be like, "This makes
By
sense."
children.
Yeah, they got,
I'd be like,
they got
"This makes sense."
They got the sweatshops at Marvel.
But also,
kids writing movies.
The reason I'm hesitating is because I just watched B Movie the other day, and I was like, "This is like a pretty solid movie." And Ant-Man is fucking so bad.
We
Yeah,
watched
B-movie's better.
We watched B movie on silent, and I was reciting lines as we were watching.
It was crazy.
Voiceover.
Karl
Yeah.
hasn't seen this movie in like a decade, and I had just watched the movie, right? And so Karl comes over. I had just watched the movie, and Karl goes, "Oh, you're watching B movie?" And I go, "Yeah." And so he puts it on silent, and it's fresh in my brain. Karl hasn't seen it in a decade, and then he's reciting lines verbatim. What was the line you said?
It was like at the beginning, for those of you that have seen it, it's when Barry goes out on his first flight.
You even remember his name? I don't even remember the fucking B's
His name's
name.
Barry B. fucking Benson, David. Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay.
It's when he goes out with the fucking pollen jockeys, or whatever the fuck they're called. And he learns what pollination is. And it's like...
What's the guy say?
Yeah, I don't know. He's like, whoa, that is one sick...
Like, stand back, kid. This thing's got a lot of kick.
Yeah.
Karl said that, and I was like,
Well, that is
dude.
one sick nectar collector. And he's like, stand back, kid. It's got a little bit of kick to it. And then he's like, they got pollen on themselves, and they're like, whoa, what is this? He goes, that's pollen, kid. We'll sprinkle it over here, dash over there. You know, it's like more pollen, more flowers, more nectar, more honey for the hive, or some shit like that.
How many times have you seen B movie?
Like 3 or 4.
Yeah, but I was like, Karl, I was like, dude, did you watch this with me? He's like, no. I was like, when the last time you saw it? He's like, I don't know, like when I was a kid. I was like, that is the line.
Yeah, Karl's Beethoven. You know that story about Beethoven walking into a church and he's like not able. You think they play him a song, the song's not able to leave the church. Like the piece is not allowed to ever be played outside of this one church. And he went and he listened to it, and he walks out and he like recites it and plays it perfectly the same way.
Whoa.
You know about that?
Damn.
That's you, Karl.
That's you with
That's you with
animated
B.
movies
Be-
about B.
You got a talent.
Yeah, but-
maybe it's not Beethoven. It might be.
But you have
Beethoven, maybe.
whoever that was, that's the first bootlegger, bro.
He was. It was like the first bootleg.
That's
he walks
crazy.
out of there and he's just recites it like note for note. It's not like, this is not. It's not a 3-chord song. He's walking out there with a symphony.
He also was like, "Fuck God, dude, I'm taking this shit."
Have you
That's
ever
right.
heard-
He's the
Stole
goat.
from the church.
That's right.
Have you ever heard Beethoven in the it's not 440, was it 432 or whatever? Have you ever heard Beethoven in that?
Mozart, right? Not Beethoven,
Oh,
or
it
is it
could've been
Beethoven?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm mixing it all up, but one of them.
Have you heard that? Have you heard it?
I haven't.
I heard it and I was like, this sounds
You want to explain what that means?
okay. So A440 is
It's a frequency.
the frequency. So like notes are frequencies, sound waves, right? And it's 440
Hertz,
hertz.
and that would be an A.
And that's what everything is tuned to. All of the normal pianos, all our guitars, all of our instruments, everything is tuned nowadays
In
to,
reference to A440.
Am I explaining this?
Yeah.
Thank you. And so, go ahead, Karl. What is it? 432.
I don't know.
So it's like 430. They call it 432. It's a different frequency. That's what everything used to be tuned to. A was, instead of 440 hertz, it was 432. And there's a lot of theories of why it has changed over the years.
A little thing called Israel. Ever heard of it?
They think there's a thing about the Nazis.
Wait, really?
Yeah, there's a thing
Holy
about.
shit!
Thing about,
I just wanted
Whoa.
to be an asshole.
You were. No, there's a theory that like the Nazis put like the propaganda out because the 432 is more in harmony with the universe, and if you and so they want everybody out of sync. Anyway, and there's other things where it's just like I don't know, it just fucking changed over time and just like
The Nazis wanted that?
yeah,
People out of sync?
they want to. Yeah,
Jesus.
they did.
The Nazis.
The Nazis?
Are we talking about the same group of people?
Are we talking about the same people?
Wait, are you
here?
talking about the German Nazis? Those guys?
Yeah, those guys. Yeah.
All right.
Turns out, not that great
right.
dudes.
This is what I was gonna say. This is like probably pretty well known, but if you don't know, it was either Mozart or Beethoven who wrote like joke songs about like poop and farting on his cousin and shit. I want to pull up the lyrics right now. You should read them if you haven't.
pull 'em up.
It's insane. He's writing like Blink-182 songs in fucking like
Wait.
in like 1400 or whatever year it was, 1700.
Beethoven joke song.
You won't believe it. Yeah, it's crazy.
Let's see. Beethoven's Funniest Symphony number 8 lyrics.
There's one about like hooking up with his cousin and farting on her face.
No
I swear to
fucking
God.
way.
Crazy.
And the lyrics are literally like poop, poop, I'm gonna poop on you or something like that. It's like literally R. Kelly. It's crazy.
All right, hang on.
It's literally R. Kelly. Yo, cancel Beethoven.
No, this
Yeah.
isn't it. It's not
It's
Beethoven.
Mozart. It's gotta be Mozart. It was Mozart.
Farting on your cousin song.
This is real, by the way.
Oh my god.
Read us some lyrics, David, please.
Oh my god. Wait a minute.
If you can. I don't know if you're able to.
I don't even know how to say that. Oh. One of the lyrics is lick my ass right well and clean. Holy fucking shit. He's not lying, dude.
There's one about farting too. I know it.
Right,
Oh,
well
and there's
and
one about his
clean.
cousin.
Lick my ass clean.
That's
Mozart.
awesome.
Yeah.
Mozart, what a freaky dude. Love that guy.
I can't see. Oh, his greatest ass jokes. Hang on. Here we go.
This is awesome, Trevor.
Yeah. I'm
This
glad
is
I
a
could
great-
uncover this. Yeah.
This is a great find. Or a great. Here we go.
And you know they were bangers too.
I
Like,
can't. This
people probably
article
loved
fucking
them.
sucks. I'm so. Oh. Yeah, no, this article sucks. I can't. There's no big list. I will find some.
We need to read some for the people.
I'm doing my best here.
I can't look as well. My phone is.
I'm cooked.
Away.
I'm cooked. Well,
Anyway, if you
I mean, lick my ass
until it's clean is pretty solid.
is
from
pretty
Mozart.
good.
that's a promising start.
Is that Mozart?
Yeah. But
Yeah. Great. Let's end it on that high note.
it's over?
No, I mean, dude, that was
What's that?
42
We're
minutes.
42
Let's
minutes
just get
in.
started.
You got a heater for us?
We got to
You
start
got-
over.
You got another? Do you have another good take for us?
That thing looks like an ice cream sandwich, and I might be fat looking at it.
Nah, they probably can't even see that. All right, do another movie take. Give me another movie take besides that Marvel's no good.
Another movie take.
Yeah.
Gotta rock this old brain of mine. I don't know. I'm not good on the spot, fellas. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know. I can't get.
What's a movie that everyone loved and you didn't like?
Okay, if we're on the topic of Civil War, the other Civil War. Did you see that?
I didn't see that one.
Oh,
The new one.
yeah.
That was
Both
like-
Civil War movies were some of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Really?
So, yeah, I
love
that
Alex
movie looked
Garland.
really good too. I didn't see it, but
Did you see The New Exorcist? That came out a couple years ago.
oh,
not.
dude, that movie.
That's the worst movie fucking ever.
yeah. It's,
Really?
it's
It's
awful. It's so
fucking bad.
Yeah,
I saw 28 Years Later. See that one yet?
I have it.
I heard it's
I
good.
heard it's polarizing.
Polarizing.
Dude, I grew up watching Danny Boyle movies. Like that was like my DNA. Like 28 Days Later was my favorite movie ever when I was a kid. So I was hyped. I was waiting for this movie for like 15 years. I went to the movies alone. Never done that before.
How was it?
Whoa.
It was awesome. It was really. It's
Cool.
it has a bit of that Danny Boyle magic. He's got a very distinctive directing style. It's very clearly an Alex Garland script, but it's good.
What else
it's
has
very
that
good.
guy done?
Alex Garland.
Yeah,
He did Ex Machina. He's
Oh, okay.
done-
Never seen it.
have you seen
that's
that?
a killer. You'd like it a lot.
Yeah.
It's good.
Wait. Have I seen it?
It's about robots, AI,
Multiple robots?
One robot.
one robot, and
Is some dude doing it? What's the movie?
Is
where
Will Smith in it? The one.
No, iRobot.
No. What's the other animated robot movie? Who's in that one?
My Teenage Robot or
Robots?
whatever.
Robots. Remember that?
Robots. The Wild Robot? No, what's the movie? It's about this guy. I think it's newer. He was hired to come in and
Ex Machina.
and talk to the. That's Ex Machina?
Yes.
Are you thinking Aliens? Is it the?
No, I think I'm thinking of Ex Machina.
He just explains the plot of Ex Machina.
Well,
Or
somebody was
it's
hired to come in and talk-
Wally.
It's either Yeah, it could be Wally.
No, Ex Machina. He's hired by essentially a guy that
A
plays
rich dude?
yeah,
And
to
he's
talk to his AI
and
is
see
like,
if and pass the test
Oh,
or
right,
whatever.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Ex Machina.
yes. So you've
Yeah.
seen it?
Yeah, I have seen it. Never mind. Solid movie.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Solid
Good
fucking
one.
flick.
Good little relevant message for everybody.
Especially now.
Right.
Ahead
Yeah.
of its time, really.
A little bit. A little bit.
A wee
yeah.
bit. A wee bit.
Have you seen Her?
Okay, another hot kind of take. Don't think that movie's that great.
Really?
Never
Yeah.
saw it.
It's beautiful, though.
Score is great. Love Joaquin Phoenix. Just wasn't for me. I don't know.
You didn't want to bang Scarlett Johansson's voice?
I didn't say that. I just don't. Yeah, it wasn't. Didn't hit. I don't know. There's a lot of hype around that movie, and
Uh-oh.
that's our timer.
Dad,
Well,
we got to... give me a second.
I don't know, guys. I think we got to start over. I think
Well,
we're
our
just getting
shit's
warmed
dead.
up.
We're done. Our
What are you
shit's
talking about?
That camera just died. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Is
We
it-
love you. That's it.
It's charging.
it's done.
I don't know. It's cooked. All right, everybody. Goodbye. Love you. Talk to you next time. Thank you, Trevor. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.